And today I want to introduce you, because the Lord told me to the man who said he went to heaven for 11 hours, and I believe him. I watched his entire testimony. And with you today, I'm going to be sharing just a little bit of that. And this week, we're going to be having a book club on his book called Heaven. Now, just to give you a little bit of backstory, because we're going to start at 25 minutes into the video, according to God's will, he was a pilot who just was very void. He accumulated a lot of wealth. That's what he wanted. He had a great mother growing up, but he was focused on wealth again accumulation. He had, a bunch of British cars and sports cars and yachts, and again was a pilot for several decades. And so he knew that he had this void. He was missing something, but there was something that happened in his truck after he took medicine that sent him into a state of mind, and he ultimately ended up in heaven. Let's take a look.
Toward my truck. And I'm outraged. Someone is in my truck. Not only that, he has the audacity to be sleeping on my steering wheel. And so I turn to go over there and give him a good what for. Have you ever had a dream where you're trying to run from something and it's as though your feet can't move? And I realized that as hard as I tried, my feet would only move an inch or two at a time. And I'm stunned. Well, why? I feel so good. Why can't I just run over there and grab this guy? But I do make slow progress. And then I look up. And gentlemen, the realization that the man in the truck leaning over the steering wheel is no stranger. It is me. How can this be? I am here and yet I'm there. How can this be? And of course, being a guy that could fix anything, and in my arrogance, I immediately concocted a scheme that if I could just get over there and get back in my body, everything will be okay. And so I struggled to get over there, and I know it's me because my head is turned this way on the steering wheel, and there's blood gushing from my mouth and nose. And I struggled to get closer, to get back into my body, but suddenly I began to rise. Now, as a pilot, I'm a good judge of altitude, and as I'm rising, I'm stunned because how can this be? And I look, and now I'm drifting slowly backwards, but rising continuously. And I can look down and see the bed of my truck, see my toolbox, and I'm stunned. I rise a little higher, and then something made me look up instead of down because I can see the surrounding area. I can look through the back window of the truck. I can see my body sloped over the wheel. And then I turn and I look up. And there, right in front of me, is this golden circle. It's maybe 200 feet away. It's about 60 feet in diameter. And it's like a golden wedding ring. And then suddenly the center of it filled with a golden light. And I had the impression that it swung inwards and backwards like the door of an old-fashioned safe. And immediately my body went into a reclining position of about 45 degrees. And I mean, unless you lived under a rock in a cave, I think everyone has heard of the tunnel of light, but I never paid any attention to it. And suddenly I began to go forward toward this tunnel of light. And as I went,
So imagine all of the goodness that we will be talking about this week. Go and get his book. Again, his name is Jim Woodford. And I want to thank the gentleman who produced the book, produced this video. It's on the Destiny Image YouTube channel. And it's absolutely amazing. So we're going to have a great time this week. Get ready. All right, now I'll be back with more wisdom jewels from the book Heaven by Jim Woodford. Have a great day, everyone. Speak soon.